I'm here tonight really for a couple reasons. One is, it is the 5-year anniversary of the date that Wilmington Industrial Development brought forward Titan Cement to this board. Titan is a symptom of our disease. Our disease is how we do economic development and recruitment here. And I would ask for you to really take a very serious look at that. And I've seen some. I started a little company 4 years ago based on the river, based on the belief that we can create an economic engine out of this river basin once again. It can be done in a clean way. We've put on about 37,000 citizens on this river who want to live here, the kids who want to, grow up here and have jobs here. And it's all about working outside of the dots and quit funding a single organization to do our recruitment for us. That's what I'm asking you to do.
And I personally have a very hard time with asthma without Titan. And, if you bring Titan in here, that's going to produce millions upon millions of pounds of pollution per year. It's just going to make it so much harder for all of these people.
As our leaders, you are charged with working with citizens and businesses to create a healthy, prosperous New Hanover County for generations to come. I look forward to putting heavy industry like Titan Cement behind us, and let's work together to retain our existing businesses and move forward to attract good-paying jobs for locals that do not endanger our health and economy.
I just want to do my part in a sort of small way and stand up and represent what I know to be a vibrant and technological and diverse business community and say that we still don't support the idea of Titan at all. We still think that a cement plant is inimical to the prosperity of this region. And especially I want to say that this business community, technological, modern, savvy, is very, very excited about alternatives and wants to work with you on that.
We're concerned about the effect the proposed Titan cement plant will have on the health of the Castlehane and the PD aquifers. I'm concerned about the effect on my property values and the property values of the rest of the folks in the county and the overall Cape Fear region economy. I'm very much in support of the SUP process since I live here and I work in New Hanover County. And any effort to weaken or eliminate the SUP would be a step backwards. This process allows for the data to drive this decision about issuing the permit.
And I'm a native North Carolinian and a resident of Wilmington. And I'm here to make a case for protecting our community from further pollution of our environment. I would like to share one personal note, and that is that about 15 years ago, my husband and I were really anxious to move to this part of our state, and we did so by buying a home sight unseen, which I think is a little unusual. The appeal of Wilmington and Hanover County for us at that time and continues to be is the beauty of the natural environment and the opportunity it offers for recreation as well as employment. To specifically protect the beauty and accessibility of the Cape Fear River, it's vital to protect our environment from any intrusion of manufacturing or other interests that would harm what we have. The special use permit is one way to do that, and I applaud the 2011 Commission for putting it in place. It allows our commissioners to keep close and diligent oversight on our quality of life, our economy, and the future of tourism in our county.
I understand economic growth has been a major focus of this board. I also understand it is a major focus of residents that live here. However, it is my concern that the safety of our water, air, and land may be compromised over a business that will likely over time bring more harm than good. I am not a scientist. I do not profess to know data or numbers on the subject. I do know that this is a story we've all heard before.
The three concerns I have really are in Section 71. In subsection 3, the applicant should be required to address the issues included on page 10, all of them: air, water, noise, surface water, groundwater. One thing that a lot of people don't understand or don't realize that there is no federal, state, or local permit for groundwater extraction out of our aquifer. That's where we get a lot of our drinking water and our water that our industry uses and needs. there's no permit, there's no requirement. So we feel an applicant should be required to list every potential external impact on that list in Section 71 instead of just traffic, site plan, et cetera.
And we are the impact zone because we reap the rewards or the burdens of what you decide can come here. What you decide sits up next to our schools, our homes, our businesses, our farmland, our agriculture, our waterways, what impacts our natural resources and our public health makes us the primary and most important recipient of anything that's decided.
New Hanover County Special Use Permit is an opportunity for our county to evaluate certain types of industry that could have enormous impacts on our small and densely packed community. I have serious concerns about the proposed changes to the SUP and to the process behind these changes. The public was made aware of these changes very recently, Monday, I believe Chris said. The most recent revisions are a significant departure from the version that was presented to the public at the agenda review session for this meeting. And furthermore, these changes seem to be driven entirely by a very small special interest group community. The SUP is not meant to be a paper exercise with no real ability to ensure anything. Creating a system that favors corporate profits over citizen protection is bad for the county now and in the future. The SUP is not a burden on industry, at least not responsible industry. Responsible industry should want citizens to understand the impacts of their production. They should operate transparently. And if an industry can only operate by threatening public health, depressing citizen property values, and existing in conflict with the citizens of the county, it's okay to tell them no thank you.
So I would suggest that you delay the vote tonight so that everybody can be a part of this decision. And as far as the tax burden in this county, over 97% of the revenue from this county comes from individuals and companies that do not pollute neighboring lands. The SUP will only apply if you have significant impacts on emissions, noise, that you cannot control on your property. You can't keep it on your individual property. So your impacts are going to drift over and impact private property, public property, and the environment. Your impacts are so large that you can't control them. That's where the SUP comes in. Over 97% of the people in this county don't make those impacts.
411. Before I retired and moved back to southeastern North Carolina, I'm a Tar Heel girl. Before I moved back here, I was the Director of Environmental Affairs for a Fortune 100 industry. And I can tell you right now that part of my job was to get all their permits. And I can tell you this, the special use permit that's proposed here is one that we would have been happy to respond to. We like to know where we're going and what's going to happen. I can tell you something else. Any industry who would object to the special use permit is not an industry that you would want here.
Currently, New Hanover County is one of the most polluted counties in the entire state. It is proven by the EPA. You can check their website. And as was stated earlier, you can check even a daily notary of that. So I think it's very important to address the public health and safety of whatever industry wants to come here.
You mentioned that industry has coexisted here nicely for so many years. If you could start right this minute printing money, you can't print enough money to clean up the Superfund sites that are within a rifle shot of this room. Know this. We have not coexisted with industry all this time. We have just let it go by. And we've stuck our head in the ground. But now we have the technology, we have the knowledge, we have the science to come into an area and have clean industry and do it correctly.